In this video I'll show you how to create multiple versions of the same template in InterFormNG. So the reason why you want to make multiple versions might be that you want to insert some watermarks, you want to have an original text for one copy and the text copy for the secondary copy. So in order to do that, you need to use a user-defined metadata key to send a signal from the workflow to tell the template what kind of output you would want in this specific case. So the steps we need to go through are these. Create a new metadata key in the workflow. We assign a value to that key in the workflow rules. For the designer, we first need to add that metadata key so it's known, and then we test for the different values in our template. So let's go through the steps. So first we need to go to the web interface of InterFormNG. Under General and Metadata Keys, you can add your own metadata keys. So in this case, I've created a new metadata key called copy version, and you can create additional with the create option here. And then it's optional to state some values here separated with a comma. The advantage with these values is that you know what values to use, and it's easy as they are shown in the drop-down list. So here I've chosen that I have only two different versions, copy or original. If we look into the workflow, you can for a specific rule have multiple actions. You just right click and say action. In this case I create two PDF files, and here under metadata keys I can double click on that, and then we see here in the drop down list at the very top the user defined metadata keys. And since I only defined to have two different values, copy and original, that's why I have these two values here. So how does it look in the designer? First of all, we need to create exactly the same metadata key up here. So we activate this part with this, and then what you should do is to type in one of the values that you want to verify for, because then we can actually see how the designer reacts to a specific value. After you have updated this, then you need to click somewhere else up here so to update the change, and then we need to set up our template accordingly. So here in my design I have under the pre, because I want to have the watermark on all of the pages in my output, I have here a couple of conditions for either copy or original. So here for the condition we have on the left side metadata, and because I've added it up here, then we see this metadata key in this list. So we compare this with the value original. If that is true, then I set up the color blue, and then I set the text to be printed. I even down here set a specific name of the output file, so we could also have different output files depending on its on original or copy. And of course I have the similar setup here for a copy. We can also verify how it would look if we select copy instead, click outside this area, and as we expected we have copy as the output.